Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krystelle. Excuse my one red nail. I got nail polish from Ipsy and I was just trying out my nail, but I never took it off. Today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips about how to shop for like beauty products or like clothing or anything, but not go broke. Now, this is a disclaimer. I am not a business major. I did not take any type of money classes, like money management, accounting classes. So I'm not like certified to give like money advice. This is from like my experience and my personal experience and what I do in order to not go broke or anything with money and shopping. So if you guys would like to see the tips that I have, please continue to watch this video. So tip number 1. I always say this when I like get my paycheck or anything. I always like to have a budget. So everyone does their budgets like differently. For me, I always save first. So every paycheck I save about 15% of my paycheck. And I think that for me personally, saving is very important because you never know emergencies and things like that. So that's why I always save. So I have my savings, and then I owe some money on my credit card, so I have to get that down. So I put my credit card, the amount I'm going to pay my credit card. Then I have some medical bills that I'm paying, so I'd write that down. And then I also, write down how much I want to spend for gas for the 2 weeks. I also write down subscriptions because I'm subscribed to like Ipsy and Spotify, pay for those, so I make sure I write that down. So then after that, I total up how much I'm going to have to spend out of my paycheck, and then if I have some leftover money, I usually keep it in my account for a couple more days because you never know, like sometimes like I'll forget, like something will come out of my account and I'm like, oh crap, and then like that's when overdrafting happens. So I just always keep it for extra days, and then if I don't have anything that I had to pay that I forgot to pay, I take that money and I put it in this right here. I have this to put some money in, and that brings me on to tip number 2. So tip number 2 is, I think that for me, when I pay by cash, I never overspend. And I know like people always say that just pay by cash everything, and I think paying by cash really does work, because when you pay by cash, like when the cash is done, it's done. But when you pay by card, it's like you have like an unlimited amount on your card, or you think you have more than you can actually spend. So right here is I got this little this is like a little expanding file thing I got from Walmart. It was like $5, I think. And in here you have little tabs. So I have a tab that says shopping, I have a tab for eating out, I have a tab for coupons and receipts. And this has helped me a lot because I feel like if I never got this, like these tabs and spending by cash, I would have never saved as much as I could. Brings me on to tip number 3, coupons. I think it is so important to use coupons. Like, you guys, I don't know if like you guys get these, but like I'll get like Wet n Wild coupons in the mail, like like the little catalog with like all the food coupons. Like you'll get Wet n Wild in there, sometimes Eco Tools, sometimes like you get like CVS coupons and things like that. Use your coupons. That's what they're for you to save money. And I also know like sometimes like CVS and Walgreens, like they'll do like those deals like, oh, buy $12 worth of like E.L.F makeup and you get $4 off, or if you buy $30 worth of makeup, you'll get a $10 CVS coupon to use whenever you want. So I think that it's very important to use coupons when you are shopping. And I know like Ulta and Sephora, they don't have coupons, but no, Ulta does. Ulta has coupons, sorry. Sephora doesn't really have coupons, but Ulta has the $3.50 off $15. It used to be $3.50 off 10, now it's $3.50 off 15. But they do like use your coupons, and also when they have the 20% off sale. When you get 20% off anything you want in a store, and that's only once a year. But if you're like planning, if you've been like asking, like wanting certain like items for a while, just write them down on your phone or wherever, and when it's the time for the 20% off sale, just purchase it then. Because I always used to think, oh my god, it's gonna run out of makeup, I'm never gonna get it. But it's like the makeup is always going to be there. That's what you have to tell yourself. It's like the makeup will always be there, so I don't need to get it right away. I don't need to get it right this instant, So 20%. Ulta does 20% off a little bit more than Sephora. Like, they'll do it in the spring, I believe, and they do it in the winter, but they also did it twice last season. Like, December that just passed, they did the 20% off 2 times. They did it one in November and they did one in December. So, you know, if you're like planning on doing like getting certain like makeup items, just wait until you get the 15% off, which Sephora does in spring, and or the 20% off, which they do in around November. Little coupon tabs here in this right here, and I have an Eco Tools coupon right here. I have some food coupons, and I also have some like Walgreens coupons. I also have toiletry coupons. So I think it's like just using your resources really when you're shopping, and so that you don't go broke. So tip number 4. My 4th tip is that you shouldn't look at what other people have. And I feel like that can make someone really go broke. Because when you are, I'm not saying you shouldn't look at what other people have, let me rephrase that. You shouldn't want what other people have, okay? And I've been guilty of this, because there have been times where I've watched YouTube videos and I'm like, oh my god, I want all her makeup, look at her makeup, look at her clothes, look at her hair, look at everything she has, like she has so much. And I've fallen into that like mentality that I need it, I need it, I need this, I need that, and it's like I don't need it, you know. So I feel like it's very easy to go broke when you are wanting someone else's lifestyle, or wanting what someone else has, or wishing you have what someone else has, because literally like you will sit there and you will try to buy everything they have thinking that it's amazing and great, and you're gonna go broke because like what I realized is that YouTubers and I are not the same, like in the sense of like financial means. Like they obviously, you know, get lots of sent to them for free. They make a lot more money than I do, and you know, it's their job to do it. So I feel like when I've been like learning to separate, you know, myself from that, and learning to tell myself like, hey Krystelle, like it's fine if you don't have everything they have. Like you have your little makeup collection. It might not be a gigantic makeup collection, but it's everything that you've liked and everything you've worked for. And honestly, like I don't need 10 million palettes or a bunch of eyeshadows or a bunch of like concealers or anything like that. Like I feel like just being content with what you have, and honestly ask yourself, are you really going to use all that makeup too? Like if you buy a bunch of makeup every single week, weekly or daily, I don't know, some people shop daily, I don't know, weekly or whatever, are you really using all that makeup up, or is it just sitting in your drawer and expiring? So you just have to ask yourself, like, am I buying this makeup because I really truly want it, or am I buying this makeup because someone on YouTube is saying it's amazing, so I have to go out and buy it? So that's what I have to tell myself a lot. Like, will I truly use these colors? I ask myself, I'm like, am I really going to use these colors? Am I really going to wear them? Are they going to work for me? Are they not? So I've gotten like way better with like shopping. I've never was really like crazy like I shopping for makeup or anything, because I never really had much money to do that. But I used to like go out and buy something like right off the bat when a YouTuber said to do it, or like said it was amazing. And there have been times where I've been disappointed, and there have been times where a YouTuber has said they don't like something and I bought it and I love it. So you have to ask yourself, will you use it? Will you like it? Will it work for you? So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 would be just, you know, save like your money. Like prioritize what is more important. Is a palette more important than paying your light bill? So there have been times where, I mean, I'm so like grateful and blessed that I live at home with my mother, and you know, I'm happy that I don't have to like pay rent or anything, and I'm very like grateful to her for that, because you know, some parents like make their kids pay rent and stuff, and my mom doesn't make me do that, so I'm very blessed to have that. But I also have car payments, so if I make a certain amount of money, right, my car payment is obviously a priority over a new makeup release. So you know, I am not going to sit there and take out of my car money to buy like a makeup item. And I feel like a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people, they'll be like, oh, let me just buy this palette and I can get the money for my bill some other way. But it's like, you know, what is like, obviously your bill is more important than the makeup item. So I feel like when shopping, it's, I understand like shopping is like our escape. Like shopping can be like your release. It can be to you, like, shopping is like a way to reward yourself for all your hard work, because listen, working is not easy. Everyone works, everyone, you know, is tired, everyone, a lot of people go to school. So I understand like shopping is like a reward. Like, oh my gosh, I've gone like this whole like week without sleeping, and I've like been working all week, so let me just go buy myself like a cute, you know, makeup item or clothing item to make myself happy. And that is so understandable, and I understand that 100%. And you should be able to go and spoil yourself, and you should be able to reward yourself because you work very, very hard. But at the same time, you cannot make yourself broke, you know what I mean? So I think that just prioritizing your bills and prioritizing what is more important is very, very important. So I just hope you guys really liked my tips on shopping without going broke. I know we've all been there where we've had to, you know, put some coins together just to try to, you know, pay something, or we've had to try to like find some money around the house. Listen, I've been there. There was a time where I'm still like, you know, like kind of like understanding like financial responsibility more, and I'm like trying to work out my bills and stuff like that more. As much in my car payment. There was a time where I was working and I wasn't making as much. Car was about 60% of what I made for the month. So it was like kind of hard for me to still want to go out and shop and buy things, but I had a car payment. So it was at that time when I was working at that job, I really wasn't shopping much, and I would feel sad because I would see like my friends buying all these things, and people on YouTube buying all these things, and other people like on the comments would be like, I just bought this, I just bought that, and I would feel like kind of discouraged and sad. But then I was just like, you know what? At least I have a job, and at least I have a car. So even though I don't have all these makeup and things like that, at least I'm able to drive a car. At least I'm able to go to work to pay my car. And now I work another job where I have a little bit more flexibility. Not much, but a little bit more flexibility. But I understand like what it's like to not, you know, be able to shop, and it feels sad, but it's not the end of the world either. And like I said, you save what you have. If you can only save $5, that's fine. You just keep saving that $5. You keep saving it every 2 weeks until you get to where you need to be. If you're trying to save up $100 to buy something, save $5 every 2 weeks. Keep saving it, keep saving it, keep saving it. If you're trying to buy something for $30, keep saving it. If you can only save $1, save it. Save it. Try this method, because this has helped me a lot, and it saved me a lot of money. And I feel like I have a credit card, and I haven't used my credit card in like almost 3 months, because I used to spend my whole paycheck and then have to use my credit card to help back me up. I don't do that anymore, because honestly guys, shopping is nice, but if you save for what you want and you take your time to buy it and you don't rush to buy it with money that you don't have, it's really rewardful. Hopefully you learned from my video to save what you have, be content with what you have. There's nothing wrong with shopping and rewarding yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But do not try to live a life that you cannot afford. And I think that when you do that, that's when it really hurts you. When you try to live beyond your means, because you obviously can't afford it. So I think that, you know, just save your money, prioritize, and just live within your means. Like, it's okay to shop at the drugstore. There's nothing wrong with drugstore makeup. Sometimes drugstore makeup is better than high-end makeup. Like, I can tell you guys, my favorite eyeshadow primer is Milani. There's nothing wrong with that. So, like, it's like a $4 or $5 primer. I love Wet n Wild lipsticks, $2 lipsticks. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with the drugstore, but there's also nothing wrong with buying high-end products here and there. Like my eyebrows, I only really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, so that's definitely like a splurge for me. A $21 brow pencil. I like to buy it usually when it's on sale. Last year they had it for $10, $11 each during the 21 Days of Beauty. I definitely stocked up on those. I bought, you know, a couple of them. Or I'll like to buy them when when Sephora gives 20% off, or Ulta gives 20% off. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with couponing. I think couponing saves you so much money. And honestly, if you save for that haul, the 20% off haul, you save so much money, and you've been saving for it slowly, so you can have a decent amount and you can get everything you've been wanting. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below any tips that you may have that I didn't touch upon in this video today. So thank you again for watching. I plan on doing some tutorials. I want to do like a skincare video. I definitely want to like grow and expand more on this channel, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.